You ever see a 90-year-old Japanese grandparent casually crouch down to the floor, pick up something, and stand right back up like it's nothing? Meanwhile, half of us over 50 groan just bending to tie our shoes. Here's the thing. It's not genetics, it's not fancy supplements, and no, it's not sushi magic. It's 6 simple movements they do every day. No gym, no trainers, no pain. And yet, the results? Incredible. Let's talk about that. We've been told for decades that staying fit after 50 means hours at the gym, personal trainers, or no pain, no gain workouts. And honestly, who wants that? Most of us have been there, done that, and our knees still haven't forgiven us. Here's the myth, that exercise means intensity, that if you're not sweating buckets, it doesn't count. But if that were true, explain this. Why do Japanese elders, even in their 70s, 80s, and 90s, walk, garden, stretch, and live independently, while many in the West struggle to get off the couch without groaning like a haunted door hinge? Something's off here. Maybe it's not about how hard we move, but how often and how naturally. Here's what science and a bit of common sense tells us. Movement doesn't have to be punishment. It just has to be part of life. In Japan, especially in regions like Okinawa, you've probably heard of it, one of the world's blue zones, daily movement is woven into everything. They don't exercise, they live in motion. And that's a huge difference. Studies show people who do small, frequent movements like squatting, standing up from the floor, gentle stretches, and walking maintain balance, muscle, and mobility far better than those who only exercise in short, intense bursts a few times a week. Think about it. Your body doesn't care if you're lifting dumbbells or lifting a basket of laundry. Movement is movement. Your muscles just know they're being used. Let me tell you a quick story. My friend Jim, 62, told me the other day, I don't go to the gym because I don't want to get hurt before I even start. Fair point. But I asked him, what if exercise didn't mean treadmills and weights? What if it meant getting off the floor without your hands? Or carrying groceries with good posture? Fast forward a few weeks, he started doing these 6 daily Japanese movements for just 10 minutes in the morning. Now, he says he can bend down to tie his shoes without making that classic dad grunt. Progress, people. In Japan, many people sit on tatami mats, basically floor mats, instead of couches. That means they get up and down from the floor multiple times a day. It sounds simple, but this movement alone strengthens your legs, hips, and balance. It's a natural squat, done without weights. Try it. Sit cross-legged on the floor or on a low cushion, then stand up without using your hands, or at least try to. If you can't, use support, but over time aim to need it less. This one movement activates your quads, glutes, and core, all the stuff that keeps you walking tall instead of shuffling. Research from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that people who could sit and stand from the floor without using hands lived longer, not because of magic, but because it reflects strength, balance, and flexibility. So yeah, your ability to stand up from the floor might actually predict your longevity. Who knew?
If you've ever visited Japan, you might have seen people, from school kids to seniors, doing a synchronized morning warm-up called radio taiso. It's basically a 3-minute full-body mobility routine set to music, broadcast on the radio for nearly a century. It includes light stretches, shoulder rolls, arm swings, toe touches, nothing fancy, but it's daily. Imagine if instead of scrolling the news first thing, you did 3 minutes of this gentle warm-up. Your joints would thank you before breakfast. Why it works. It boosts circulation, keeps your joints lubricated, and gently wakes up your muscles. It's like sending your body a friendly good morning before you ask it to move all day. Now, walking is not a surprise, but the way Japanese elders walk matters. They walk mindfully, small steps, upright posture, relaxed breathing, not racing to close exercise rings. In Okinawa, you'll see elders walking to the market, visiting neighbors, or tending gardens. It's movement with purpose, not a treadmill of guilt. A Harvard study found that consistent light walking, around 4,000 to 6,000 steps daily, lowers all-cause mortality significantly, even if you never break a sweat. So instead of chasing 10,000 steps, focus on consistent movement throughout the day. A 5-minute stroll after meals can do wonders for blood sugar, digestion, and joint health. One thing Japanese elders never skip: mobility. They twist, bend, and stretch daily, especially around the hips and spine. When you don't move your spine, it stiffens up. That's just biology. The discs between your vertebrae rely on movement to stay hydrated and flexible. Try this simple move. Stand tall, feet shoulder-width apart. Gently twist your torso side to side, letting your arms swing freely. It's not a workout, it's a reset. Do it for 60 seconds. You feel your back loosen up, your core activate, and your shoulders relax. That's blood flow, baby. Joint mobility keeps proprioception, your body's sense of balance and position, sharp. Lose that, and you're more likely to trip, fall, or stiffen up. So yeah, these tiny movements, they're fall prevention disguised as morning stretches.
Okay, don't panic. I'm not talking CrossFit here. I'm talking about the resting squat, the position many cultures use instead of chairs. Japanese elders often squat when gardening, cleaning, or even chatting. That deep squat position stretches your ankles, hips, and lower back, all the tight spots we complain about after 50. Can't go that low yet? No worries. Start with a half squat. Hold on to something for balance and gradually go deeper as your mobility improves. Why it matters? Squatting keeps your hips open and your knees strong. It also improves digestion, seriously. Sitting in that posture massages your abdominal organs and helps keep things, well, moving. If sitting on the toilet feels like an Olympic event, this one's your new best friend. This one's deceptively simple and powerful. In Japan, balance training is part of daily movement, not a rehab exercise. Because falling isn't just about weak legs, it's about poor coordination and slow reflexes. Try this. Walk in a straight line, placing your heel directly in front of your toes with each step, like you're walking on a tightrope. Do it slowly for 30 seconds a day. It trains your balance, stabilizes your muscles, and brain-body connection. Why it's gold? After age 50, we lose muscle and neural coordination faster, unless we challenge them. This simple movement does exactly that, without stress or strain. And it takes less than a minute. So let's be honest, none of these are glamorous. There's no 6-pack in 6 days nonsense here, no miracle detox teas. If those worked, hospitals would be selling them, right? But these 6 movements, they're practical, they're doable, and they work because they fit naturally into daily life. You don't need a gym membership, just gravity, your body, and consistency.
Here's what's really going on under the hood. When you move gently and frequently, you boost circulation without overtaxing your heart. You keep your joints lubricated. Literally, your body pumps fluid into them through motion. You keep your mitochondria, your cells' little energy factories, active. And you maintain insulin sensitivity, which means more stable energy and less fat storage. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. Japanese elders aren't doing workouts. They're keeping their bodies young through small, repeated movement signals. Think of your body like a car. If you leave it in the garage for months, it rusts. If you take it for short, gentle drives every day, it runs beautifully for decades. Same thing here. All right, let's make this super practical.
Here's your Japanese elder movement menu. Pick 3 to start today. 1. Sit to stand practice. 5 reps twice a day. 2. 3-minute morning mobility, Radio Taiso style. 3. 5-minute post-meal walks. 4. Gentle spine twists, 1 minute. 5. Squat holds, work up to 30 seconds. That's it! You don't even have to do them all. Just pick a few and do them daily. Consistency beats intensity every single time. And hey, if you start these movements today, comment below in a week and tell me how you feel. Seriously, I read every one of them, and nothing motivates me more than seeing people take small steps toward big changes. So go move a little. Your future self is already smiling at you from 20 years ahead.